idea on the actual race days? Oaks, Derby, how it's looking?
What I can tell you with a little bit of confidence is that it's probably going to be a bit cooler for us like we have been. So 60s aren't out of the realm of possibility. What we don't have high confidence in is what the weather will be like in terms of any rain for Thurby, Oaks, or Derby. Still too early for that.
So that's still too early, but this weekend you got a lot with the opening of Churchill Downs. You've got so much going on with the marathon races, the balloon races, the Cherokee Art Show there in the Cherokee Triangle.
A lot going on to start off this weekend. Thankfully, the weekend forecast is looking a little bit better for us. We could still have a couple of showers out there, but nothing that's really going to ruin any plans, I think. That's the good news. As we look outside right now, our First Savings Bank camera, the weather story, the big weather story is rain that's headed our way tomorrow. We're almost 3 inches below average for the month of April, so we do need that rainfall, and we're still struggling to warm up to average temperatures. We got up to 70 degrees today, which is only about 3 degrees cooler than average, so pretty close to it, but we do have more 50s in the forecast. Waterfront Wednesday about to get started here in 15 minutes, so as we look ahead now to the Great Balloon Glow on a Friday, we'll be drying out. Temperatures will be in the 50s, might be a tad on the breezy side, northwest winds up to around 15 miles per hour. And as for the Derby Festival mini and full marathons, once that starts in the morning, it's going to be a bit on the cool side, but that's probably a good thing for the runners. Winds out the west around 5 to 10 miles per hour and will be partly cloudy, gradually warming through the 50s as that race progresses. Here's Max HD radar. Nothing falling in our area, but back to our southwest, we are watching this complex of showers and thunderstorms as it slowly pushes eastward. It's still going to be several hours though before we see it. In about 24 hours from now, most of our area should be experiencing some type of rainfall. Checking out Futurecast, clouds will gradually increase overnight. We'll wake up tomorrow morning dry, but I encourage you to bring that umbrella with you because as you head out the door for lunch and especially as you get ready to come home from work or school, that's when we'll notice that rain beginning to overtake the area. Light to moderate at times, maybe a couple of embedded thunderstorms, but no severe weather. That's the good news. Temperatures will be in the middle 60s. We have a better chance to see some more organized thunderstorms late tomorrow night into early Friday morning after midnight, and that could bring us some pockets of some fairly heavy rain at times as well, but that's going to be pushing out of here before sunrise, and at sunrise on Friday, rain will largely be done, but we're still going to have some persistent drizzle throughout the day and a couple of isolated showers passing by as well. With thick clouds around, temperatures are going to struggle to make it into the lower 60s, and several of us will probably find ourselves only in the 50s again on Friday. But we will see the sky clear out, waking up Saturday morning to some sunshine ahead of those clouds building back in for the afternoon. How much rain we could see is really going to depend on where you live. I think we're going to see a little bit less north of the river, but still decent amounts, around 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Otherwise, we could see widespread totals up to 1 inch for most locations. Areas that experience any thunderstorms could see 1.5 to 2 inches of rainfall. So not enough to make up the deficit, but it is going to give us some needed moisture in the ground. Of course, some folks I saw earlier saying that their yards just dried out and they don't want that rain to return, but we do need it. For the Pegasus Parade on Sunday, 64 degrees. We do expect it to be a little bit breezy and mostly cloudy. Those northwest winds gusting at times up to about 30 miles per hour, and we'll continue to see those breezy conditions hanging on into the first day of May on Monday, which is only going to be in the 50s across the entire region. Unseasonably cool to start off the 5th month of the year, maybe a stray shower, and then temperatures try to climb a little bit more for the middle of next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. The Great Steamboat Race looking pretty decent, but starting tomorrow, we'll have Thurby on the 7-day forecast, and then we'll start seeing any possible chances of rain that we could have as we get ready for the 149th Run for the Roses.